Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world or any moment you're going to listen to this show, and in case I don't see you. Welcome on the Truman Show on Response Art Radio. We are here to question everything, but mostly who we are, who we really are, and why we don't know it anymore. Presented by BabylonDecoded.com. I'm Chaba, your host for the next hour. At least this is the name the most of the people are calling me since the longest time. If you have a question or want to call in the show, we have a landline. It's +41 22 575 3331 or Skype Response Art. The infos are also on the website or down the contacts. Just to click on it and welcome. Tonight I will give a little introduction about what I'm going to talk about in details in the next upcoming shows. Always Tuesdays. It's 8 p.m. in German, 9 French at least, and 10 CST time, European time, at 10 in English. For the moment in 3 language. We will see how this will develop in the coming weeks. 3 language or 1 per week. Next week we're gonna have the show on the TV also, so I will be able to show some pictures and videos to make the things as clear and simple possible. Tonight's subject is what is really going on. A little dedication to Danny Shine, the ones who know Danny Shine. My answer to Danny was, and still is, life is simple, but humanity found all tools of complications. But why make it simple when we can make it complicated? The end result is war, slavery, and destruction. So I will break it down simple, real, and true. Let's go to the source radically. And when I say radical, I really mean it, because radical comes from radic, meaning roots. A tree needs solid roots to be able to grow and being straight in the strong wind. I will advise in advance that I'm not here to harm anyone, to criticize anyone, to point finger. But everyone is responsible for himself to listen what I'm saying or not. Let me make a clear statement here right now. What I'm going to talk about tonight, I take full responsibility about it. I do not judge no one. We are all traumatized by already traumatized parents. All we can do is to change ourselves and recognize our own traumas, to not repeat them on others, worse, to our children. I will repeat that. We all got traumatized by already traumatized parents. All we can do is change ourselves and recognize our own traumas, to not repeat them on others. And the worst not to do is to repeat them to our children. I don't want any harm to no one, but I will say what I think about what is really going on. Some stuff may be familiar, some other new, and for some other you may say, he's just crazy. That's okay. The normal ones did not really manage to make the things right, so why not to listen to the crazy ones? Can be a good excuse. But please take note whenever this happens and make your own research. I'm not a church. Please do not believe me one word. Make your own thoughts about it. Truth always pisses off, but the only way to set us free is to think for ourselves and not believe anyone. Words. Codes, rules, and emotion triggers. Words have to be spelled, right? The spelling of the words. Grammar comes from grimoire, calling the demons, and is occult knowledge. The grammarian is the magician. So we have to spell the words correctly, but we don't really know the meaning of the words. They are illusions. Magicians always make illusions and make us believe that we know what the words are really all about, but we don't really know it. When it comes to law, every word and the way a word is written count. If it's in a capital or minima or media, this counts always. And by law, we mean legality. But legality is not reality. It's fiction. Full fiction. In law, there is proof or presumption. This is the same for sense or no sense, reality or illusion, truth or lies. All constitutions are dedicated to God. But who is God? Can we please have a proof for God? The Constitution is supposed to put all status, regulations and so on. So if it starts already with the fiction, is that not enough proof that everything in the codes, rules, is fiction? No, because people believe in God. And they don't mind if God is written in the Constitution. But we only have a representation of God on earth. It's the Pope. So we accept the rules of the Pope by accepting the Constitution. Proof or presumption, and no representation. If there is only a representation, then it can't be present. That's why we have police officers who come to represent the law. But if the law have a problem with me, the law can come itself. Is this possible? Well, it's not, because the law don't exist. He can't be present. It's a lie. It's a presumption. And we just accept the presumption. We understand, accept or agree with a presumption, and it becomes proof. That is how it works in legality, because legality is not reality, it's only fiction. If you accept the fiction, then you're caught up in the fiction. Of course, it is impossible to prove anything over the radio. Words are only here to make lies, or to expose the lies. And this is all what I can do. I only can expose the lies. And with pictures, it's even next week will be more easy to do it on the TV. Everything starts with a little lie, many little lies, and ends even that we believe that the world is real. But the world does not exist. The earth exists. I have a video on the Babylon Decoded YouTube channel where you can check it out, where it's explained exactly about the lying world. I will maybe show that also next week on the show. They told us Santa Claus stories, Tooth Fairy, fairy tales, story by storytelling, story. His story is not our story. They can change the whole history in only 3 generations. They do it all the time. What will they say about Ukraine? The very bad Russians? Or the European fascist? Why do they always talk about fascists in Ukraine? Well, because if we would know the symbols they use, we would also know that the fascist symbol is all over the place. Put fascist in Wikipedia and check the logo on the right side. The name is Fasces. Check this up in Google Picture and look where the fascist symbol is all over present. In the US Senate, on the French European passport, on the Roman Empire logo, is all over the place. So the fascists are still around. But we don't know anymore what fascist really is, because we have socialism today. And when something is social, we think it means, yeah, it's good. But socialism comes from fascism. And the Russian version of nationalism. It's all the same. Karl Marx. Yeah. But the world is a lie. Before 70, 80, 99.99% of people could not read or write. The ones who could read or write was the monks, the priests, maybe the kings or other initiates. And when it comes to monks, we also have the hood of the monk. Under the hood of the monk. But it comes all back to who we really are. Or what we are not. Are we human? A person? A citizen? A Mr., Mrs., a radio host, a doctor, president, a judge? Are we the color of the man? The mask? Fake, unreal actor playing a role? The slave under the rule of Caesar? Can we be a status in the society? Can we be a function? Human is the color or the shadow of the man. The ones who have colors are the Freemasons, and if they have to be the shadow, then they are not the real man. A person is the mask of the actors in a Roman theater. It's a mask. You need an actor for a person. That's we. A citizen is a slave in the Roman Empire with duties and obligations. Mr. Mrs. is only a status and a very low in the system. When I come back to society, we say we're living in a society. What do we know? Legally, a society needs a name. If there is no name for a society, then it is the society of the judge and the lawyers. Are we member of this lawyer-judge society? I looked up. All Freemasons. And you need to ask if you can be a member in this society. And if you have a society, you can change all words, all meaning of the words. As long as we accept to be in a society without name, we accept the rules of Caesar in the Roman Empire. Yeah, that is how it is. Legally. Definition-wise of the word, the one we don't really have access. Can we really be the name? Also another video on the YouTube channel, that the name is the mark of the beast, and as long as we use the name, then we are caught up in the system. As long as we use the privilege in the system, we are caught up by the system, and we will never be able to change that system. Can we really be our name? No, we can't. We are still ourselves. We can use a name. But this name our parents give away to the authority. It is our parent give away name. It's not our name. If you're going to use it, then we are caught up in the system. About the birth certificate, it's the same for our kids. As soon as we subscribe them in the system with the birth certificate, we give up our responsibility over our kids. They are not our kids anymore. They are never our kids anyway. But legally, we abandoned our kids. So they took authority over the kids. That is how legally it works. That's why they can come anytime if we don't agree with what they propose for our kids. If we don't want to send them in school to get the brainwash, then they will pick up the kids. That's how it goes. Because we are not able to take responsibility about them because they trick us and our parents since a while to subscribe all that and think that democracy is a good thing. Trust. This is the big question of how much do we really trust and who? Because to that it comes back to this. But in a lying world, no one is anymore trusting anyone. So we are more used to not trust than to trust. But still, we trust politicians, scientists, religion, esoteric, astrology. It's not our stuff, but we still trust them. But we don't trust anyone else in our life. But we trust all this because these are the specialists. But they never say the truth. Or maybe they do, and we don't know. But personally, I'm surprised how much people, with all their mistrust, are still trusting in money, politics, education, science, healthcare, religion, beliefs, in the world. Money is the number one religion on the whole earth. Everyone is using it, but have no idea how it works, how it really works. How many realize that anytime we use money, that there will be just more debt for everyone and everyone to come? How many people do realize that when we use $10, that they are not $10 of value, but $10 of more debt? Yeah, I think not many do really realize, and I can understand that this is something too very difficult to understand, because already our parents was traumatized by the idea that without money nothing works. Politics. How many people do still vote or are motivated even for a petition? I mean, Avaz is fully Rockefeller. Why do I still get people who wish me to participate in that thing? It never changed something. They create illusion that something may be changed and that it is for the better. Or they are even able to make it worse and make people believe that it is better, it's really better. And people say, yeah, okay. But it is not better. Where is the better? How many think that politicians lie? Do they really lie? Or do we simply not get what they are saying or the words they are using? And is the result really better in the end? Did something really change for the better? Everyone is shouting for change. Hope for change can last for eternity. And they know that. They know exactly to make people hope, and you can make them hope for eternity. Also to trust in democracy. Again, a word that we have no idea. It just sounds good. Just feel good. But if democracy, the real translation from democracy, would mean totalitarian fascist state, again, maybe not. Did democracy really make so much good? Observe it yourself. Do you really trust in democracy? I think it's just more war, more destruction, more profit for the few, not for us. So why we would trust in democracy? UN, peace and security, another feel-good terms. Democracy, peace and security. All right, I already say what democracy means. UN made 156 war since 1945, their creation. But peace means pax, from Latin, pact, and means contract. Security means taking possession. So we have already the totalitarian fascist state of democracy, and now we have like the contract and security. Anytime a president is saying that we need more peace, what he is really saying is that they have to go to war to make peace. Because why you would need peace if you have no war? It's a contract. And the president who is not president of people and the land, who is president of a nation and the society, he wants to make more money. He have the contracts with the World Bank, the National Bank, and so on. So UN is definitely not there for what we think peace really means. And not for also security means taking possession is also not what we think it is about. So this is all illusions. That's why words are very important to know what they really mean, because we could easily get tricked by words. And all starts also, or not starts, but continue to really work with education. Education means training of animals. That is the definition of education. 12,000 hours for our children to go to regular school. But to read and write you only need 3,000. So what are they doing the other 9,000 hours? Indoctrination, brainwash, and mostly they learn to cope and being bullied. That is what it is really about. And it's funny because if you say that you want to make a home education, they say, yeah, but how your kid want to be socialized? Well, if my kid have to learn to get bullied and to start to bully, to not get bullied, if this is socialized, no thanks. This is not what I want for my kid. Another belief is science, or scientism, how we could call it. This is probably one of the most fascinating religion beliefs, because many people still believe, even if they know that money is shit and politics and stuff, but science, yeah. We can trust in science. A result from a scientist is easy. You make 100 tests and you take the average. That is the test. It's completely bullshit. All. Yeah, that's maybe hard to hear. Truth always pisses off, but set us free. It's about health care. They are cared that we are healthy. They care that we are healthy. Health care, all right. But it's not about health. It's more about how to create more illness. They create or invent inexistent illness to just sell another toxic medication. They just change the color of the pill and say, this one is for anxiety at 8:15. When you feel anxiety at 8:15, then this is the pill you have to take. These are all religions. But then, of course, we have the organized or individual religions, beliefs, innocent or for manipulation. And this includes New Age, New Cage, astrology, astronomy, esoteric, aliens, reptilian, etc. I will tell a little story about the Eskimo who ask the priest, so if I don't know about paradise and hell, I will not be able to go to hell. The priest is saying, yes. The Eskimo is saying, why you tell me this bullshit? I know this, a couple of words I mention is very tough for some to hear. But like I say, I will break down all this very clearly in the upcoming shows. Make it as simple and clearly possible. But beliefs in general is not knowledge. If there is a belief, there is because there is no knowledge. And beliefs are for the church and should stay in the church. Then at least you know what you're talking about. You can believe or not, free choice. But don't say that only religions are there to having beliefs. Beliefs are way above that, or beyond that. A belief is an exchange of trust against an formation, to form our mind. Yeah. But if we believe, then we don't really know. If not, we would not believe. There is a lie in the word believe, life, be life. A I in the lie as the all-seeing eye. A belief is a half-truth. And if it's not true, then it is a lie. An entire lie. And every lie is a curse. Because every lie is a harm, and every harm is a curse, and someone have to process it. Every lie is a curse. This sounds very magic. But they are magicians, real magicians. Not the ones who trick in the circus and in the streets, making magic tricks on YouTube. This is bullshit. The real magicians are all the ones who have Harry Potter clothing. Judge, Pope, Dalai Lama, monks. All the ones who have Harry Potter clothing, robes, and preach and want to make believe. That's the real magician. It's like duality. Duality does not exist. Darkness is absence of light. Illness is absence of health. Being in good health. And harm is always man-made. Always. Because if you're ill, then it's because you didn't take care enough of yourself and you get sick. Whatever it is. But duality itself does not exist. That's why we can clearly define what is good or not good. And the ones who say there is just a opinion, I would like to ask what could be good in a rape, in a murder. There is nothing good in that. And we can argument the whole evening. There is nothing good in that. So definitely we can define what is good and bad. I will make a little break and then I'm back in around 3.5 minutes. Future.
No one can look so far. No one can pretend the future. Still no one step on Mars. No one can bend the stars. Half of the world does use a telephone yet. And over here a new generation born with internet. Facing a mass revolution that they call progress. Live for the old and on the workless. Less stress, mobility, no more offices. The world has a word space. This is what you
future. Yeah, we can't really watch or know what will happen in the future, but we can observe what they are planning, what they are saying, and what they probably will do if people, or if we, let's say if we don't face really our deepest fear, to exactly not fear them anymore. Magic. Magic is the art of illusion. Black or white. If we need an illusion, is to hide something. Hide reality. And like I talked about the curse before, that's all terms we hear in fairy tales, in stories. But this is reality. The art of illusion. They know how to use the spells. They know the meaning, occult meaning. And we are the ones who are under the spell of the magic of the hood, the monks. And this is all related to fear. It's like in the Truman Show, in the movie Truman Show. The Truman is afraid of the water. He will not go beyond the limit because he is so scared of the water, because they had a fake accident with his father, and his father was dying in the water. Fear. So he will never go out on a boat, and they can keep him in there in this half dome or in this dome to continue this Truman Show. And in the Truman Show, that is exactly the message. It is the fear that makes that we are not going beyond. It is not that something like that could exist. Or imagine if. No. This is reality. We are like in a real Truman Show, and right now it is the show about the true man. Who is the true man? And there are so many illusions and magic tricks around. Everything is reversed. Therefore, the reversed magic would more be the black magic. The only way to get rid of fear is to face the fear, the deepest fear. Fear is just an illusion. Fake energy appearing real. Fear. Fake energy appearing real. It's like the dark room in the house that we never visit. We never went down where is no light around. But as soon as we turn the light on, we watch around. Nothing there. Only our imagination. Our illusions. And trauma. Every deception creates a trauma. From Santa Claus to Tooth Fairy. Every little lie is a trauma. And it ends with the whole lying world. Even the usual, "How are you? I'm good," is not really sincere. It's not honest. How honest are we really in our daily life? Or how much times a day do we really say the truth? Or not? Or are we just polite? Poly means a couple. Polite means polish the reality. Make it look more nice than it really is. Or we don't want to bother others with our daily worries? Or why would we talk to strangers and saying that the system life is really fucked up and stressful and not as nice as it is proposed in the TV commercial? But every lie is a curse and someone have to process it. So anytime we get lied to, we lie to ourselves or we lie to someone else, we create a harm. Every harm is a curse. Emotions. Putting electronic impulses in motion is like triggers with words, situations. We get stressed out and we go into the left brain circle where we are just able to react out of subconsciousness instead act of consciousness. This is because we didn't know who we are, and this is because we didn't take full responsibility about our thoughts, feelings, actions. Manipulations, illusions, false reality, beliefs, confusion, division, competition, entertainment, diversion, misinformation, false prophets, false light, false gods, and so on, makes that we are in a complete illusion and don't know really what is true and what is real and what is reality. This is slave by consent, because if someone want to trick you, make a manipulation, he will not do it in a way that you will feel the harm. He will do it in a way that you think, oh, he's really nice with me. This is the Luciferian satanic trick and magic to make think that light is a nice light, but may not be the right. And we are agreeing. Anytime we use the word, anytime we are the person, we use our identification, our birth certificate, the name that is not our name. Anytime we use the system, and I use the system too. I know that, but I know where I'm heading. And I will explain that all exactly how I see that in upcoming shows. There is no remedy within the system. First of all, the system does not exist. The system only exists in our heads and our thoughts that are not our own creation, but their creation. This is what it's really all about. But the system is under intellectual property. We are not the creator and we are not the owner of the system. We didn't create all these rules, this way of destroying the planet or the earth, better to say. So the system is under intellectual property. This means if I create a song and I put in the license of this song that the song have to get performed with a pink jacket, if this is not the case, I can take away the license and can punish the one who used this intellectual property copyright without accepting the rules of the license. This is how the system works. If we protest, we agree with their decision, we just say that we are not happy. All these words. It is just reacting on traumas. That is all what it is. Everything that is past, system, government doesn't exist. Can we visit the government? No, we can have a representation, a house, a building, or someone who work for the government. But we never can say, "Hi, government, how are you?" Because it does not exist at all. We are not the creator of the system. We have also the creator of the universe. But the Freemasons' God is the creator of universe and is Lucifer. This is the creator of the universe, of the illusion, of the false light. The remedy, the solution. But what can we do? Well, already if we have this kind of question, then we still don't know what and who we really are. Because we didn't took responsibility, and we still have to ask others what really have to be done. Taking responsibility. Taking full responsibility of all our thoughts, feelings, words and actions. This is all what we can do. This means not having any bad thought, because any bad thought is a harm, not a bad feeling, not a bad word. For that we need to know the words. Then our actions will also be without any harm, and we would not have to process any curse. And no harm, no loss. No harm, no loss whatsoever. But of course this is very difficult, and the system is done that we are never stay in the present. We are always thinking about tomorrow or processing the errors we did from the past. So we are never able to be and stay really in the now. But we are only responsible for ourselves. We only can change ourselves, get away from illusions, face the deepest fear, facing reality. Start to being the true man or woman without any show. That's why we are coming to the end of the show. And I will say a good week. We will see each other, hear each other next week, next Tuesday, 10 p.m. for the English version of The Truman Show. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.